The Sims 4 Studio Loft Kit came out today and it hasn't been received all that well, which is really unfortunate both for players and for the folks working on these packs. So the main thing that people are disappointed about in this pack, I think, is because they made the decision to focus on build and buy items, but more specifically buy items, which I don't think has really worked. With lofts, you kind of need a lot of factory windows in different sizes to really make it work. And the really big problem is that they've only given us one window, which is also really bizarre because the window was actually the hero object on the box art, and they also managed to put the wrong window on the box art. So luckily the Sims have said they're going to give us that window that was on the box art in an upcoming patch. So that's good. They've done the right thing. But it's just kind of like, what happened here? Like, how could this go so wrong? So this is our one window. And obviously the problem with this is we have 3 different wall heights. So we can put it on the shorter wall height, the medium wall height, we've kind of got to put it halfway up. And then if we have a tall wall height, it kind of, sits really awkwardly. You know what I mean? And then if we have a go at troubleshooting it, which is where we might do like double wall heights, and then we might think, oh, well, how about we just place a base game window underneath? Uh-oh, unfortunately, the width isn't the same. These are things that have been frustrating players for a while that I feel like with the level that custom content is at now, I think that the Sims team really need to pull up their socks just to, keep ahead. Or alternatively, as James was saying, it'd be really cool to do these kits in collaboration with CC creators. That would be an amazing opportunity because even the Moschino windows don't line up with this either. So you're kind of like, okay, we got this one window, which is, kind of like the hero item. So that was a bit disappointing. But then the next disappointment came, which is this gorgeous archway, which is meant to match the window. This is great. It's actually got open doors, but there's no closed version of it. So you can put all these doors all through your loft, but they're always gonna be open. And then the other really odd decision was to put a completely, it feels completely random, style of sliding door in as well, which doesn't go with the window or arch. So it just feels a little odd, you know what I mean? In terms of these actual pieces, I think they've done a nice job. Like the windows have some more grimy swatches and then the clear swatches. And then this is really nice as well because there's a corrugated iron version of it and then more of a matte smooth version. So I mean the actual items are okay. I think the Moroccan kit worked out really well because they put more build items in it than buy items, and I really think they should have probably gone with the same strategy with this pack. Maybe they were trying to do something different, I don't know. There was also some geometric lines on the minimal marketing shot of the room as well, which people thought might mean there was a new wallpaper. The marketing just felt a bit misleading. So those were the 3 build items that we got, and there is nothing else for build. So it does seem already a little bit unbalanced. Then there was the other hero item on the box art, which is this 4-poster bed. I think this 4-poster bed is really nice. Some people said it had similarities to the 4-poster bed we got in City Living, but honestly, the only similarity with that, in my opinion, is the fact that it's got 4 posts. I mean, this is clearly different enough for me to be happy with both of them. Then we got some bar stools here, which is a bit of fun. And there are also some bright colors as well. We got a really nice couch. This couch is awesome. I think just because of the texture of it and the throw on it is really nice. And you can see already that there's this steampunk aesthetic coming through all of these pieces. But you soon realize that they've really literally gone very strongly with the same theme on every single buy item, because every item really looks the same. And you know what? I can see some people really loving the concept of everything being really, really matched well. But I think the majority of players looking to build a loft apartment probably want a little bit more variety in buy items. It also becomes clear that this sliding door is meant to tie in with these items as well. So then you kind of get where this sliding door comes from. So are they nice pieces? Yeah, they're nice pieces. but I don't really want to build an entire loft with all the pieces together. Also, in case you don't know, the bar stools actually join up with this table, which is really nice. So yeah, the items are really lovely, but I just would have personally liked to see some more variety. I love this planter. This planter's pretty cool. We also got like a feathery flower, a new fairy rug with some funky patterns on it as well. We got this wall art over here, which is like steampunk wall art, and also this mural with some really nice different swatches, and this is made to go on top of brick, and it actually does look really good on top of brick. Then we also got this piping, which is really cool. We got 3 ceiling heights worth of these lights, which makes it even more bizarre that we didn't get that for the windows or the arch. We also got a ceiling fan, which seems pretty unnecessary as well when we're so limited with build items. And then this is actually really cool. This is like air vents and piping that you can kind of piece together to make an industrial looking space. And these also come in a few different colors as well. So these are all great items. It's just like, why did we get so many of these like little all of these little buy pieces and not really much for build? It's just very strange. There are also just a couple of things in terms of the quality of the items. These are really small, but the rugs are actually transparent, which doesn't make sense for a furry rug. You can see here the edge of this flooring. And also I felt the style between these 2 similar items was kind of weird. Like they look like they're from 2 different games. So these continued issues with build mode where things don't really line up or colors don't really match properly, I really felt compelled to illustrate to The Sims what myself as a player and also hopefully you guys as a players would have really liked to see in this pack. So I got to work. Haha, pardon. So I photoshopped or did like a mock-up of what I thought would have improved the pack had we had these extra items in build mode and what I personally would have liked as a player. So number 1 was 3 window heights to match the 3 wall heights. That's a big one. Number 2, add rectangular windows that match the height of the archway and the width of arched windows. Number 3, add an arch door with a working door so we could have them open or closed. 4, add a narrow version of the windows cut from the door arch. So we would have had like 2 extra square windows. And then 5, it would have been great if the rug was fixed so it wasn't transparent because it's happened with a few items now. 6, making sure that the swatches match and also have the grimy swatch because that was really cool. And last of all, the bed that came in the pack is like a $1,200 bed, but it only has energy of 1. This is a small oversight, but I thought I'd throw it in there as well. And of course, this is all delivered with peace and love as an improvement. So today I went ahead and built a penthouse because I thought we could experiment with a little bit of furnishing with all of the new items. And I did go ahead and use some of the new windows in combination with the Moschino Stuff Pack windows. And yeah, so I've built this so we can have a bit of a play with the items that we got. So we've got a mezzanine level up here, which I thought would be perfect for a bedroom. And then down here, we've got like a nice big kitchen, utilizing the nice open archway a lot as well in here. And then maybe another bedroom over here. So let's get into it. Let's start with a little bit of furnishing of the lounge room. And basically, I just want to use and experiment with as much of the items as we can from this pack. So obviously we have these beautiful couches. I'm a big fan of the couches. I absolutely love these. I actually love it in the blue, the green, and the red best. Maybe I'll do the green and we can get some matching armchairs over here. Beautiful. And we got our coffee table here. Oh, I guess we need something to hold up the TV. Oh, here we go. We can use this. I'm also gonna put this new plant over here. I do feel like the texture of this pot and the leaves look really rushed and kind of crummy. Like I really don't like this plant. I don't know, I'm not impressed with that one. I love this terrarium though. This looks really nice with the little succulents in it. So we'll come back to that in a second. I also thought, oh, these are the new rugs, by the way, that I already placed down ahead of time. Let's put some chairs here. You can use the lighter wood style. Ooh, I kind of like the navy chairs with the orange rug. That looks really good. And I like that they went with a risen table. I think that does suit the lofty vibe. Oh, and then we can also use this. Okay, I think this was really cool. I've actually been lucky enough to go to Brooklyn several times, and I've stayed in some like converted warehouse hotels while I've been there. And the walls really do have these kind of aged advertising murals still on them. So I really do like this. Actually, it probably wouldn't be on the exterior, would it? It would be on the interior. So yeah, we love that. And of course we can have a bit of fun with putting these pipes in. Oh, that looks cool. I mean, these are fun to work with. I guess I've kind of botched that though, because we have our ceiling lamp here. Those are really cool. Also, how strange for me to put it facing the wall with the windows and not a blank wall. Sometimes I wonder why I do things. And look how sad this is. It's like curved window, awkward door that doesn't match. I don't know what they were expecting us to do. Have wide open doors outside. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that the higher ups at EA maybe just rushed the gurus and were like, you have to get this kit out, and they just didn't have enough time to refine it. I'm gonna also put that from Moschino up in the room. I mean, one really good addition though that came with this is a style of industrial. So all of your items in the game will be sorted into this industrial category, and some of the categories I've said in the past were lacking or a little bit strange, the choices that were in them, but this is really solid. Like, whoever's picked out all of these items, I think, has done a really good job of that. So that's also a really easy way to build with industrial items. You know, you can just go into the catalog and find them that way. I'm actually thinking maybe this can look a little bit better if we kind of go like this. There we go. And this greenery is a nice addition too. I like that. Oh, and we've got this big artwork we can put somewhere. Maybe this is a piece for in the bedroom over here. And then we can put the 4-poster bed maybe in this bedroom up here. I like the bedding on the 4-poster bed. I think that's really nice. These rugs are kind of funky as well. You can put the dresser here like that. I'm trying to make the items look more different by using the different swatches. And actually, there was a description, I think, of one of the chairs that mentioned something about Johnny Zest, which is really interesting. I actually think it was the armchair and couch. It says, Johnny Zest's sweet revenge chair. After Johnny Zest was disowned by the land grab family, he had no possessions nor money to buy furniture, so he had to get resourceful. After taking a quick trip to a land grab construction site, he swiped several raw materials, including pipes and particle board, and built a surprisingly comfortable chair. So it's kind of like there was a story behind all of this furniture, and Johnny Zest, who was disowned by the land grabs. I thought that was really cool. He's like taken these pieces and started his own furniture business. So I did appreciate that little nod to detail, and I feel like a lot of simmers at the moment are getting really into learning more about sim lore and what things have happened with different families and trying to make sense of them. So I definitely think they're kind of playing with that a bit. Also, another thing that kind of upset me about this is the wheel is 3D and the cogs are like 2D. The other thing was we got this in an update, which is cool, but like, it's really strange that we only got one swatch, like no other swatches, because we usually get a couple of swatches, usually. And then there was no mention of environment or anything, which I know the other ones don't always have, but I thought for the only thing being in an update, they might have maybe done something more with it. And also it doesn't have a frame, it's just a poster, which for someone who they've invited to do artwork for the game was kind of a bit like, oh, they didn't give their artwork a frame. Seems a little sad, really. If my artwork was in the game, I'd be stoked if it had proper frame on it. I feel like we have so much room here, so I'm just gonna, whack a piano in, as you do. We can kind of layer these rugs. Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't used the fan. The reason why I never use the fan is because I never know where they are. We'll put a fan here, because we have to use up every item. The yellow swatch is fun. Like this will be a little more like the rest of our apartment. Let's put a fireplace over here. Wait, do you think it's okay to have a fireplace like next to a TV? Would that ruin the TV? Oh, it can be electric, so it's fine. I'm gonna go with this super industrial countertop for the kitchen. I don't know if you can get much more industrial than that. And I feel like heaps of people are gonna use this one. Actually, this is kind of weird. So these island benches share the same timber as this, which came with the pack. But it's really weird because none of the swatches actually match. Like the swatches are just ever so slightly off. It's kind of odd. I feel like these kitchens that are more industrial looking have like 2 sinks instead of 1 sink and like big industrial stoves. Ah, there's these stoves. These are kind of weird because they don't really stick together. Also, speaking of swatches, they don't match the counters, but that's okay. These were what, from base game? So that's okay. They didn't know any better back then. I literally nearly burnt down our apartment the other day and the whole building that we live in was evacuated because of me, because I burnt pita bread. It was so embarrassing. And I will never make that mistake again. And I will always make sure that my Sims have a fire alarm. A little bin in the corner. What else do we need in here? I don't feel like we really need stools. It'd be nice to have some non-industrial elements, like a fruit bowl maybe. I feel like the Sims who live here are definitely coffee drinkers. Like big coffee drinkers. So they definitely need like an espresso machine. The other thing is people who have these like industrial counters often have nothing else decorating the kitchen. Like it's just a really severe looking kitchen with not a whole lot going on. I mean, not everyone, but a lot of places, especially like an expensive penthouse. So I might just kind of leave it how it is. Here is our completed penthouse. Doesn't she look gorge from the outside? I will upload her to the gallery. So behind the new doors, we have our elevator room, which is pretty sick with gold letterbox and bin chute and doors. That's pretty epic. I love how you can like see the sign out the window, like the fencing there. You go out and you've got a big living space, new piping. I mean, it looks really nice, the piping up there. That is a really nice detail. Oh, except when I leave one hanging my bed. Oh my God, my game is going crazy. Oh my gosh, this glitch! I'm sorry, we're gonna have to be higher up because otherwise it's gonna keep doing that weird thing in first person mode. Anyway, that's our dining table. And then I put a little office in here. So this has got like a desk and a bookshelf. I thought that was kind of nice with the open doors. Got our big kitchen in here, love that. One of the bedrooms. Oh, also, I didn't show you guys the bathrooms, but yeah, there's 3 bathrooms. They're pretty basic. Very industrial, very severe. There's an entrance bathroom just here. How cool would it be to have a spiral staircase up to this level? So up here's our master bedroom mezzanine with the glass ceiling. Pretty epic. Got the bed, bedside tables, a nice little decking area with AstroTurf, another little bathroom in here. Actually, it's not a little bathroom, it's quite spacious. But yeah, I think my favorite part's actually the lounge room. I think the lounge room looks really, really nice. So anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of our build, what you think of the kit. Overall, I think if it just had those extra build items, it would have been really good. It is a bit of a bummer, but you know what? Hopefully next time the same mistakes won't be made and it'll just improve from now on. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Ta-ta!